Hello. Hello.
Yes, Suresh.
Yeah, I think Manu is not back. I think. Hello, Manu.
So what is the plan for today and tomorrow on the chapters wise? Suresh?
Yeah, Gopal. So from today, we are just going to see some scenario for backup and backup, taking a backup basically. From I think you are Manu can perform this activity because backup and restore will help in our next classes like we can say that log shipping and in HAD activities because this is totally depend on backup and recovery. If we have done practical and we are clear with that backup and restore, then we will easily understand that log shipping, replication, or metering, or always on. Trusting
So
not required backup and Mhm.
monitoring is it for tomorrow?
Yeah, if you've done practice today and tomorrow, then we can do tomorrow monitoring only. Yeah, full day monitoring everything like where to find backup, logins, error logs, performance type stats, Windows monitoring, inbuilt report monitoring reports, and how can you customize our reports for the monitoring purpose.
So in that case, do you have any document or any set of scenarios documented so that we can just go through that and do the practicals and try to complete it by today?
For that backup and restore, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just we have to just assume that according to that because we are just given assignment for the data like that we have a 10 TB of databases like let's an example. So
Mhm.
being a DBA, how can and what are the backup type we can implement to uh, uh, achieve that backup and restore we can say that recovery plan basically we have to just plan the recovery. So we can just think about that production server, the utilization of production server, memory and CPU. So when we get the free time or the less hit on the database servers, and then we plan for the full backup, and then we think about the differential. If differential not happening, then we are planning for the log backup every an hour or every half an hour. And also we think about that like we have to just schedule that can we take a file level backup, because in file level backup we do not require full differential log backup basically. High level backup means that MDF or LDF file to copy that.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. So, see, randomly we can take the backup, we can restore the options. Just so, do
Hmm.
you have a assignment? I think it's looking good. Like you have shared this content for reading,
Hmm.
okay? That we
Hmm.
go through it. But when we do a
Hmm.
lab, is it, do you have something in a PDF, a document which, okay, these are the scenario or assignment one, assignment two, for a backup, for restore and all that. So once we do, we follow that, we get to know the number of scenarios and we explore more in the backup restore. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So
So
basically, that
that
is not required anywhere. So I think I have to prepare that document. Basically, I don't have handy at all. If you want, then I can prepare that notepad in our Word file or PPT, and I can share you next couple of hours or in the end of the day, basically.
okay. Yeah, I mean lab exercise something are they no like if it is not there for all the chapters, but the chapters which you think more important for the lab, for
Yeah,
that
for
at least
backup
if
and
you have
restore. Yeah,
some.
backup and
Hmm.
restore that is required, basically. Yes.
That will be we for I mean for any training you take, lab assignment is required, right? That
Yeah,
is the
basically people do not ask like such question. Basically they just say the scenario that we have to take a daily full backup, but we have to just monitor the system performance that point of time, basically. So I just ask them to take a full backup, differentiate and log backup with the minimum data loss. Basically, how can you take a log backup, what is the schedule time, or what is the interval we can retention period for the log file. So that is we need to think on that, basically. If you want,
backup
I
is
can share
one.
you. Yeah, yeah,
Backup
if
is
you
one,
want, I
but
can.
restore like in the restore you have multiple things. Right? You have recovery models. It comes into picture of backup and then with recovery, without recovery, whatever things we have seen. If you have some whatever scenarios you are aware that in the assignment, we can see once while we are doing the lab, we will do it from our end. But for the reference,
Mhm.
if we have some written 2 page, 3 page scenarios or for the assignment, that will give us okay. We have covered the scenarios which is part of the course.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Because
yeah, or
previously
or
I.
if
Yeah.
you have any internet link wherein all the scenarios are there, you can refer that as well. We just need all the set of scenarios.
Yeah, okay. After that, after this meeting, na, call, na, I will
Yeah,
just
either you
prepare a
search
document
it
for
and
you.
give it some reference, or if you have something which you can prepare it easily, that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
will be.
yeah.
And then
So
yeah,
basically,
then quickly
mhm,
we can just discuss about all the scenarios, and then independently we will do all the practicals alone,
yes,
and if
yes,
there is
yes.
any issues we'll come back.
Yeah, yeah. So
Because
okay,
lab we are not spending time along with you. We will do it ourselves, but we just need the scenarios. While doing that scenario, if we
mhm,
stuck or if we are not clear, the next day we can ask you, okay, we followed this particular scenario, but it didn't restore the database, it was throwing this error, and then we can
mhm.
discuss on that.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, understand. Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, I will share that one. Okay, with this PPT and all. Yeah.
Let's move to
Um,
next topic.
then next topic in that backup and recovery. Let's go to database. In that we have implementing restore, maintaining database. So we have checked that one, and mm,
Where is this migration and upgrade is coming? Which chapter?
after this we can cover that because we have to just prepare that log shipping or we can just add yeah, in the end. Basically, if we have an environment, we have completed all the tasks, then we have a 19. So 19 to 22 we have to upgrade in place or parallel upgrade. There are two type of upgrades, so we will cover in the last 10 days or after PTO, basically, for function optimization, when you go for the upgrade part. So there are two type of upgrade in SQL Server: in place or parallel upgrade. So that time we will try to install 2022 SQL Server. And there's an upgrade activity that is we have to use the tool. There's an upgrade tool. Let's have a see here. We have to use that upgrade advisor and upgrade previous version of SQL Server. Okay, so I think I will cover at the end of this ninth or yeah 10th class. Yeah. Between that, we have migration type activities. We have to just cover migration, and we can say that ETL, we have to just create that in SSIS package. So we will use that SSDT to install, how to install and how to configure that on a create data set and on reporting purpose. So this type of activity we have, these are pending, but we will take in end of the uh, 10th class. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, in 10th class. So before going forward, can we do on Saturday, Sunday, or only weekdays? Because I think Tuesday, Manu is not available. I think so.
No, I'm available on Tuesday.
Sorry, sorry. I think Gopal.
Monday, Gopal is not available.
Monday and Tuesday, both the days
Hmm.
will not work out.
Okay, so we can do on Saturday, Sunday, or we have to extend that one after Tuesday, Wednesday,
Uh,
Friday. I think like that.
Saturday morning, I'm fine. Manu, what about how you let me interrupt
Now,
things?
if you mono, Manu, we are that need to be ready, na? Because we cannot take.
I'm
Yeah,
asking Manu whether Saturday, if morning we can cover
we can take 2 hours
two
Saturday,
hours,
Sunday. Then
2 hours
2 hours
at least.
definitely we can do. Take it, huh?
after 11 or early in the morning,
Let's
the
make
same
it
time.
same time, 9 o'clock, huh? 9 to 11.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. Let's. I can ask to Aman to schedule that on Saturday, Sunday for 2 hours. Okay, or we can do on Sunday 3 hours or 4 hours, if not possible.
Let's keep in the diary if there is nothing urgent or which is not creating a problem, then we will do it both the days. If it's not, then at least one day, or if there's a shuffle in timing, half an hour, 1 hour here and
Yes, yes, yes. That's why. Yeah, because next week we don't have a class, no second Monday or
there.
Tuesday. So that
You can get the block from 8:30 to 12, the same timing
Mhm.
somewhere, and we'll see based on whether we can start 8:30 or 9, 8:45 accordingly. So 2 hours or 2 hour 30 minutes or 3 hours we can cover it up.
Yeah, or we can
On
start
Saturday.
from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. On Saturday, Sunday because it's a weekdays weekend. Sorry.
Yeah, we can start from 9 o'clock. That is fine, or 8:30.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I talk with Aman. Okay. Okay, going forward, so we have taken this and what pending here? So SQL Server maintenance. Okay, so what is missing that I'm thinking about? Okay, so now there's a restore part. One more thing here in SQL Server is script generation. Okay, we are not going to restore. We are not going to take a backup, but we can do one thing that we can generate a script of database along with data or only a schema. Okay, there are two options we have. So let's see about this small database. um, so we can generate a script here. Okay, so a script generate here, or we can import export in dts package C, but we can go for that script generation here. So this is the window for generating a script of database basically. So it will take the database objects schema and design, we can say that, or along with the data also. Okay. So so this is the main window, and next we have to choose that objects here. Okay. Whatever we have. So we can take entire database, or we can specify that table, functions, view, triggers, whatever the database objects here. Okay.
So it
And
will
let
will it spool in form of text file,
that
all
is
the
dot
DDLs and
SQL. Yeah.
DMLs. Okay.
Yes, in dot. Yeah, I can show you that as we can check in window. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm just going for, let's say example, I'm going for one table. See this table. Okay, and means that is let's see an example. This table is a history table of banking. Okay, means all the reports, all the customer details inside this table. So this is a huge about 1 TB or one 800 GB like that. So we are just going to import this table and we have to just store on different databases. So just I'm going to generate this uh, table level script, or we can say that this is table level backup only. We can say that also. Okay. So next, hit next here, and is asking for where to save that SQL file in new window. We can say that, or also we can create an DTS package for the same. Okay, and this is save as Unicode or ANSI. Okay, and here's the path where you have to keep that .SQL file. See that extension is .SQL file. Okay, so we can write the name as for our understanding table script. Okay, and I'm saving in document. Okay, just in document. Okay, or let's for easy way, just in DB backup only. Okay, that will be very helpful to understand. Okay, or we can hit next, or if you want to open in new window like that, here in SQL Server new window, it will script can show here as a like TLSQL. Okay, so first we go for the file saving process, and next we can check for script generation for new window. Okay, saving that file script file name over existing if this same name. Okay, or one more thing we have to see about the naming convention. See, there's a gap. Okay, so when we use this import this file as a using command prompt, it will throw an error. So we have to just pass underscore and something like that. So just rename that one first. Table underscore script. Okay, so you can pass underscore, then it will not throw an error. Okay, see. Okay, and generating that file. See, preparing and save that file. And now we can open that file, or just let's finish here and go to that directory or folder and see. This is an script. Now, if you want to see that script, what is inside that, just go to the management studio. Here next is open. Okay, so click here, open file, and then go to that folder, then all file. Sorry. Hmm? Sorry. Yeah, my mistake. And then we go for that script. See, this is the script. So this is schema only. Okay, and if you want to change that name of table, you can change the table name and then execute. This will created here. So let's, I can change the name, that is tbl underscore script, and I'm just changing the database name, use database C here. So it is showing here master, but it is execute on we can say data file. But let's say we can just using this one demo file, copy, and that we can modify this one, paste, and then we can execute. It executed and go to that database, and you can see that the table. Any question in this table script generation?
In what scenarios is it used?
If anyone wants that script of table, basically the to understand this architecture, how it is written, what are data files called. So just for analysis, or in case you are just going for table level backup and all, schema level backup.
Okay, so object level or schema level backups we take like this, and we can also import the same in, है ना, the
Yeah, different
target.
environment. Yeah, because we have procedure, we have a trigger, we have a user defined functions, so you can import that and we can execute anywhere
So it's
as per required.
basically object level export import.
Yes, this other scenario we have sorry, we can also see that here is import export. Sorry, where is that? That is a part of DTS. Just I can show you. Right click task and see here. You can generate flat files. That is, we can say that uh, um, what is flat files, like in Notepad, or we can import the data in the Notepad and we can import in different databases after that. We can generate a Excel file or CSV file, or we can say that other extension we have. Okay, we can see in that I think DTS package activity. Basically, it is part of DTS. See here in that one. So how can we implement, how can we schedule or deploy that DTS package for importing data from different source and merging to, and then we can import in uh, different or production or development environment. We can use that one. And okay, nothing else. Okay, and like about this database maintenance, so we can do like, yeah, shrink. Yeah, we have missed the shrink file here. Sorry. So database maintenance, when and how we can shrink the file. So let's go for the maintenance. We can do we using command prompt, but yeah, shrink file. I'm writing shrink file, not database, because if you go for database shrink file, shrink database, it will defrag the database basically. So performance will degrade. So only we can perform file level shrink, not database level shrink. Database level shrink is a bad practice. So this is a shrink database option. Okay, and we can see now, we can say that log file, basically log file, not master MDF file. Okay, just click here and we can select that. But this is a bad practice. None of DBA using this window for shrinking the database, because totally harmful for database. Okay, and it is totally IO intensive, or we can say that too much log generation. We face that deadlocks, blockings, and all on the database level. Means query and application will slow if you perform this activity from this maintenance studio, sorry, maintenance window. We have to just focus on, we can say that query part. Just here, we just go with the new window, just delete, and we have to just write dbcc command, database consistency checker, dbcc shrink file, or two is for log file. The id of log file is two, one is master, okay, and three for ndf file. So I'm passing that id for log file for master databases, but we are not going to shrink master databases. We have to just shrink user databases. Okay, if there's too much modification, deletion, updates, whatever, so the activity is going on, then so before shrinking we have to just check two things here. First, we have to fire dbcc sql perf log space, log file case space. We can check here what is the space utilized by log. Okay, and then we can hit that shrink activity. Okay, so now we are talking about this. So it is 49 MB or 1% full. Okay, because it is, I think, 200, I think so we created. So this is not highly there's not too much unused space, so we can not sync, or we can just try to sync or check the pages and all. So just execute this and you get the output here. So the current page number of current page size is 64, 100, and minimum size is same, and use pages same. So we cannot make this activity successfully sync. We cannot sync that size because we are already in minimum size. Okay, and I think we can perform this activity for master, maybe. Let's see. 32%. Okay. So 32% 1 MB. It will not also, I think, that not will helpful. And here is by default basically 49, 49 with 50 MB. I think we have assigned. So it is not helpful here to shrink that log file. And we can check for master little bit. It will help. Okay. So let's select a master database and shrink file too. So we're focusing on master. Okay. So it's done now. Let's see. Or till else we can take a log backup. See some changes here. Okay. So like we can perform this log backup only. Okay. On the log file only. The string activity, not on MDF file, not on NDF file, or not on whole databases, because it will impact or degrade the performance of databases. There's also a way from GUI side. Just go to the database and we can say that here right click task and shrink, and then we have a file, not for database. We can go for the files only. Okay, and we have to select that file name here. Primary is master. We're not going for primary. We have to check the log file. Okay, log file, and then you can see that available free space is 75%. So just we have to reclaim that space, or you can generate a script and you can schedule that one also. Execute that, refresh, and now we can see here data space used. Not much difference basically. Yeah. So this is about database shrink activity, maintenance activity. When we get disk space alert, so we check that disk space used by databases, data files, and we perform this activity. We have also a help file, help DB. Sorry, help DB means it will show about the database sizes. Okay, all the database sizes. See, SP, database name and database size in MB. Okay, it also show the stats. Basically it is online, offline. Okay, in mode. Okay, user accessibilities and recovery model too, collation and all. So if anyone want to ask you that from where you can find that DB stats or DB mode, and we can say that recovery model, so you can see from here command line. Okay, or you can just right click databases and go to the option and you can see that. So this is about database maintenance and all. Any question?
Compatibility level, what does it mean?
Compatibility means that the version basically, this is which version is compatible. Basically every version has their compatibility level or compatibility number, basically label. That is, if you can say that SQL Server is 2012. Okay, so it is 120. SQL Server 2008, that is 10. So it is 17, so it is 14, 1 4. And we are using 19, so this is 15, and 22 has 16. So I think this is a version compatibility level. So I can show you. I think I not share a slide. Basically, let's see that here also. SQL Server. Yeah, see, this is compatibility level. So 14.0 means 17. 15.0 or 150 is 19. That's it. Sorry. And 22 has 16. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And next is about
Current version in
maintenance.
the market is 2022.
Yeah. Yeah. 2022. That is completely level 16. See the version name 15.5. This is 19, and 22 get 16.0. Starting from
So when
16.0,
we
then
when
the
we
feedback.
apply a service pack, basically these last numbers will change.
Yes. Yeah. Last 4 digits is changing. Yeah. So you can also see here latest patch, and we can check that latest SQL Server 2019 updates. Okay, and we can see that the version name also. I think yeah, here. Mhm, mhm. This is 22. See the last name is changed. I go for 17 or 1919. See, it will change. Or if you implement this one, it will change like that. 43553. This is latest one. Okay. Any question?
That's fine.
And
Mm.
okay, thank you. Yeah. And for a schema, we can also create it in a snapshot or diagram. Basically, it is part of schema designing. So we can add here also. Okay, in this snapshot or data diagram also here we can add that. Okay. So we have to just uh, not TBO. Let's say this one. So we don't have, just we have to create that. So right click and create new diagram. So we can get that schema of the databases. Basically, this is a snowflake or star schema, how the table is related to parent and child format, basically, relationship. So you can create, basically developer create and upload here, basically at the time of data's new creation. So that is showing, that will show here, basically. And maintenance part one is, yeah, linked server. We can check server objects. So we are going to focus on linked server backup devices. If you added backup tab and blob storage, then we'll show here. Okay, endpoint for mirroring and mirroring, and we can say that always on. We can get here the endpoints name and details. Okay, and port number. So we'll see in after implementing mirroring. So link server, basically link server we use to integrate different type of RDBMS to SQL Server, basically. Okay, that Postgres, MySQL, Oracle, DB2, whatever we have in the data center or any other data center. So we have to integrate that, and we can directly file SQL from Management Studio, and we can get data, retrieve data, and work on that. So this is basically required for reporting purpose only. This is not we can say that are not on the daily use. Basically, this is if there is a report integration, fetching data from multiple data sources and integrate that, and then we can visualize on dashboards, SSRS or SharePoint PPS services, or any other third party Power BI, like that. So we have to just for this we required, basically uh, server name, and then we required server name, or we can say that IP addresses. IP address. What happened? What we have selected is in this something different. I clicked that one here. Oh, so this is diagram. Oh, sorry. Okay, and we need IP address, then port number, database server port number, and then we need a user ID which has permission on that database, and the password. These four things required to configure we can say that linked server. Okay, so let's see an example. I think this data center is very far from, yeah, the dependent PM. Okay, I think I have a system. Let's open my ML Studio SSMS. Okay, this is 19 Studio. Okay, so I think I will show you what type of error we get. Okay, so this is compulsory, basically, to pass here. Okay, and we can test the connection, and then we can implement uh, linked server, and then we start writing query that like we can say that if I have a table like phone number, okay, phone, okay, so we can write like this: select column name something like phone ID or something like, let's see, ID from the server name, okay, SRVR dot the database name may be something like CD dot schema name, by default DBO, but we can define our own, you define schema, and then the table name means phone, and then you can pass the clause whatever. So we have to just see that these things, okay, if we are using linked server query, server name, database name, schema name, or phone number, then it will execute from your management studio, else it will throw an error, okay. So my system is up, I think so. Let's see. I'm just checking with this server, S Kumar DB. Okay, and we'll connect. And let's see the one account. One account, maybe MCC. This local account. SA. Let me reset my password for SA. SAJSA simply. We can write that one. Done. Okay, so this is a server name. This is S Kumar DB. Okay, I'm trying to connect. This is a remote site, okay, and I'm trying to connect this server. So new server, and then we have to just pass the server name. This is a SQL server, okay. So this is, let's see, server name. You can say that S Kumar DBA, okay, and then we have to pass, go to the security. Just we have to add login, or we can just use from here remote logging users, okay. So you can pass SA and then password, and we have to enable RPC, remote procedural call, okay, because if you're using that procedure not, you will get timeout or error basically, okay. You can set the setting connection timeout 0, we can increase that one, okay, as per requirement, and nothing else. Remote connection is used strict row, okay. So you pass the server name and the password, because it's a SQL server, so we don't provide the port number, okay, anywhere. If it's a different one, then we provide the port number here also. Server name and colon port number. It okay. Now it will checking connectivity between that systems, and it will add here. Wait for some time. I think it will throw an error, maybe. Yeah. Logging term, it means basically it is not reaching to my system. See. So if the connectivity is good between the both the servers, it will connect it, or port is not open. Yeah. Name pipe provider. So name pipe provider, I can troubleshoot that if name pipe is true or false. So sp configure, sorry. SQL Server Configuration Manager. Let's check one time in my system. Yes. Or we can use the IPS, but it's a dynamic IP. Protocol. And we are using which server? 19 or something like that. Yeah, see, name pipe is disabled, so we can enable that. It is required restart. I don't know which server I'm using, so that's why I'm doing this one. MC name not required, is instance only. Okay, so let's restart the services, the default server. Okay, and the next one is 2019. I think port is same 1433. I think so for this. Yeah, same port. Okay. Now we can retry. Here. Okay. Like we can retry the connections. Go to the properties and then here we can. I think it is not reachable. There is some firewall issues. Okay. So this server is not communicating with this system. Okay. So maybe we have to check the firewall of this system basically where we are going to connect. Okay. In or out is not allowed on the firewall. So that will impact. That is throwing an error basically. Okay. Cancel that one. So we have to check the Windows firewall as well as data center firewall to allow that 1433 for in 1433 port or out for 1433 both port for SQL Server. So this is the step to create link server and how can we query that? So this is the syntax basically. Yeah. Any question on link server?
Not for now.
Sorry.
Not for now.
Okay. So sorry. Basically, this is for reporting purpose only. We integrate and fetch report or integrate some report and uh, yeah, write real SQL for reporting purpose. That's it. So this is about linked server. Any maintenance task here? No. We have
It's like
users.
a DB. It's like a DB link, right? Which is
Yes, yes, yeah, right. In Postgres, in Oracle, we use DB link. Yeah, yeah. The right name is DB link for the other RDBMSs, but SQL Server using linked server. Basically. Okay, that's it. And rest is about the maintenance. I think we have covered all these things. I have asked for database mail email ID from that Aman. Okay, we can configure that for sending auto alerts. Okay, and rest we have already done. Not required. Execute TLSQL. Just we have to write a TLSQL inside that. Nothing else. So we can use directly from the agent, not from the management studio, basically. So I'm not shown here. We can write from that agent here. Okay, and we have to just create an operator. So operator is just working in behalf of DBA, the group of name and all. So we can just name that like DB alerts, and we can just pass that email ID and save that. Nothing else. Or we can see all the alerts inside that, the list of alerts or email or pager like that we get. So we will implement after implementing that DB mail. So just I'm creating here only new operator named DB alert. Okay, this is a virtual name. Basically, it's not any physical appearance of any user and all. Okay, just click it. Okay, this is an operator only, and there are alerts, many alerts. So we can create here alerts in the monitoring part. Yesterday, sorry, tomorrow we can see the alert at the monitoring. Then after the implement alerts, all CPU utilization, RAM utilization, number of connections, disk fill, data file or log file utilization. You can see that in that. So till now, we have covered database agent or database maintenance activities. So I think I have covered all required topics. Any question? Let we have some time to discuss on that. Or I will share the scenario based question for the backup and restore. Say the assignment basically. Sorry. Yeah.
for
If you any
backup
question till now.
restore and further like
Mhm.
what we have in assignment for the further chapter that also you can add. but initially
Yeah,
we
I can add for logins and all. Basically, you have to just create multiple tables, and we have to just as per requirement. Let's an example. Uh, Finance team come to us as a DB to DB and asking that you have to provide only monthly report to XYZ guys to execute that procedure or any table. Okay, so we have to just provide that we have to just go to user logins, and then we have to go to the secretarial, and then we have to search for that procedure and table, and then we can provide that read tables permission and execute procedure permission. So this type of activity we have to just perform. I will provide the assignment for the logins and backup and reports, backup and restore,
Yeah,
three
actually,
topics
actually,
assignment.
what we
Hmm.
want is that let's say after a month we might forgot all this, no? So we if we see, let's we want to prepare the basic documents like
Hmm.
log shipping, you know. So we should have a
Hmm.
step by step log shipping document, a basic one. We can modify and you know, customize that based on the requirement.
Yeah, yeah,
But the
basically
basic
I have
documents,
created.
if
Mhm.
you already have some documents, no, that will also be
Let's
fine.
see for the logs. This is for mirroring. This is logs in step by step. See, basically
Okay, it
I'm
is there.
preparing as per requirement. Yeah, yeah. See, step by step we can see. This is a step how to implement log shipping,
This
where
is
to
the
add.
document. So
Yeah,
similar
yeah,
way, if you can just prepare for a backup recovery, you know,
yeah,
I know it will take 10-15 minutes for you, no? So, but
yeah. Yeah.
for the reference purpose, it would be good because we are new to SQL Server as of now.
So for you, I think I will add here that is second tab maintenance task benefit. Sorry. Uh-oh. Yeah, this. After this template, na, I can paste here one just new and the steps to create backup. And next
Yeah,
one is to create restore. Okay.
yeah, and some queries regarding that, you know, backup
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I
to
have
monitor
already a
the
query.
backups. Mhm.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, sure. So I can add that one and can share it this today at the end of the day, basically.
Okay,
So everything for high availabilities, I've created all these things, okay? Because this is very frequently asked by the end user, okay? So I created that notepad also and PPT and Word file also. So I will just share after this completion of log shipping, mirroring, and always on.
okay, and what are the scenarios to refresh the databases? One is taking the backup and restoring it. Is there
Hmm.
any scenario wherein we can clone the database using live database,
Yes,
active cloning?
we have. Yeah, yeah. See, let's come to the data management studio here. I want to clone this database as a different user, different database name, okay? On same database, same instance, okay? Okay, so we can do like that, right click, go to that, we can say that restore option, take from database, sources database here, see, destination, the new one, so we can just pass here name, and we will just modify, this, I have to uncheck this one, okay? To just modify here the file name because we have already file exist on the server. So we just modify the file name as a different name. We can say that here. Okay. This is DB1, DB2, old one, but it will create new one. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
can
see
we
here.
do this for remote server as well?
For remote, not possible because
Okay,
we don't have an option here.
okay, fine.
So we cannot do that one. See, because it's taking local one only. See, device we can take on tape and all, but this is totally a backup and restore. We cannot do cloning and all like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, any other
And
question?
what
Hmm.
is attach? What was the attach
Yes,
option here?
yeah. Attach for if we have a MDF or LDF file, so we can attach that one. Means we don't have backup. Let's say scenario, a backup drive crashed. Okay, we don't have any backup. Okay, to restore, but we have a MDF or LDF file. from that we can say that QA or development, and just we have got that for till now, that is from yesterday or that last date we can say that. So we just get that data file and we can attach. So let's say let's we can see for this one. I'm going to detach this. Okay, detaching means it is removing from that instance, not deleting the data files. Okay, so detach, no
Okay.
connections, so we
So will
can
it
just
make it offline?
no, not offline. We are just removing from the instance. Means database connection for that database is not going to make any transaction on the database side, basically, user.
Okay.
So we have just removed from that instance only, but data is already exist. We have that data. Okay, that is we can say that where is restore. I think we have restored on default location. I think so. So we'll just check that default location and that data file and log file. So here default. Okay. So attach means we have a data file and log file, and we are just going to attach file basically. So that is master file is required. This primary file is required. If log file is corrupted, then we can also attach that master data files, primary data file group. Okay. So just we need to copy this, and as per our convenient, or we can say that a space on the drive, we can need to paste that MDF or LDF file. And now the main is activities. Now we have to attach. So attach will search for MDF file only, not for log file. Okay. Say see that MDF file location is asking for MDF file, not for LDF file. LDF automatically detect if that is on same drive or same location. So now see only MDF file can see that, not log file here. Okay. Attach, see it is search log file. If you want to uh, check that this is log file is not happen, what will can we restore that one or attach dot this one. Just let me cancel this one, and I'm just little bit modifying this step here. Log file, this one, cut and paste here. Simple. Now I it will throw an error for log file not on that location. Okay, see, add MDF file. Okay, and see, I think it will not read. This is for location LDF that going for directory basically. So we can modify that one, and let's hit OK first for the error. Oh, how just connected? Oh, sorry. We have copied that, not cut and paste. I think that's why. Detach that one. Okay, get older one. Detach. Sorry. My mistake. Go to the folder and just remove from there. That is 15 message SQL server data file. See, that's why. So we have already a backup. So sorry, we can delete this one. Last letter.
And we can do this for the remote instances as well.
Yeah, remote, but we
Attach.
have to. Yeah, we need to just copy this file on locally, but basically that is compulsory. It is not only in clustering you can use remote storage in clustering, but
I'm not talking,
in
no, not remote storage. Let's say we
mm,
want to attach from A instance, and from another B server, there is
mhm.
another instance, and we want to attach it on that server, detach it from source and attached
No,
it
not.
on.
We have to just copy that file in locally basically on B server. If you want to detach from A and attach on B, so
Mhm.
the file of attached DB, detached DB data file and log file should be copied on the
Copied on
server.
there, B
Yeah,
server,
locally,
and there,
locally. Yeah,
there.
then we can
So
attach it.
this the benefit is that we can do a migration of the
Yeah,
database. है
yeah.
ना? In
In
what
short, you
scenarios, in which what scenarios this attach detach is used?
basically, if let's say example, if the database server A has database name is adventure work. Okay, this is not required there,
Mhm.
and there's no more space to write data on the disk. So being a DB, we decided that we are going to move these databases on other server which have more space to read and write on the disk basically. So we have two options to migrate this from A to B. First, we have to just implement replication between A and B. Else, we can just restore backup and copy back, take a backup and restore on B and detach from here. Or else, we can just detach from here, copy the data and log file, and attach the on B server.
And this will be quicker, more fast than
Yeah.
है ना?
Yes.
Backup and
Restore
restore.
and because being backup, you have to take a backup, then copy and then restore. But in attach, just detach here and copy that data files and attach there. Means
And
we have
after detaching, yeah, after detaching here, we will copy the data files at remote location, and there we will attach and bring it up, and that will be in working situation state. है ना?
yes, yes,
Let's
yes.
say there is an issue there at remote end, and
Mhm,
we found that okay, let's roll it back. Let's retain it where it was. So
mhm.
in that case, what we have to do in source side?
Then we have to just copy the MDF file and then restore here, attach here. Same
So
cases.
no, we haven't moved those files. They are
Then
still
then
there.
then
Simply
let's see an
attach.
example. Okay, so let's see an example. We have detached this system, the
Mhm,
databases.
mhm.
Still data file persist in this location. Okay,
That's right, huh?
okay. So now, for your scenario, we are roll backing all these things. Okay,
Yeah,
so we have
that's rollback. Huh?
already filed. I'm just going to attach. Okay, and we have to just map that uh, uh, this location. See, it is going by default this location, and just clicking uh, on the file, it will read the file, no message, error message. It will check the current path. Okay, and hit the okay. It will attach same, and it's online. See, it is online. We can just read that and some do everything here.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And while doing attach or detach, DB should be down.
Yes, it will drop. See, it will there's more option when we go for detach. Na, see here,
Hmm.
it will asking to drop connections which is active,
Hmm.
or update assets will also be modified at point of time
Hmm.
because it is depend on that server version and the community level and nothing else. So you can have to check that, drop that connections all which is active that point of time, and then you can hit OK.
Okay, got it.
This will disconnect all the users and database have no active transaction, active connections, and will detached.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else or any other question on attached detached linked server? Okay. Okay. What else in that before going to other activities? Basic for monitoring and no. This is always on replication, log shipping, mirroring. Okay. Now we have okay. In replication, we see that distribution database here. Okay. Yeah. I think I have covered all required or necessary topics on maintenance and database
So what
agent.
are the topics we have covered in backup recovery? Let's say one is
In
attach, detach, then
mhm,
backup restore,
mhm. File generation script,
file generation, huh?
yes,
Script generation.
and yes, and then maintenance part, while that is the shrink or update statics.
No,
You
in
have to
case
just
of backup restore, huh?
yeah,
So
the backup
attach,
is different.
detach, uh, okay, file generation, backup, and normal backups restore, and there was some schema backups also, no?
Yeah, yes, the script generations we can say that we have
Okay.
generated a script of databases, and First one is recovery model. Backup is depend on recovery model. Which recovery model database has? Okay, that is full, bulk logged, or simple.
So only
Okay.
these are the ways to do, attach, detach,
Yes.
backup, restore, and file script generation. And we
Yes.
can extract using link server. No other way.
No other way. Or you can just do at import export.
What is that?
Import export is also, this is file level back, sorry, table level object level backup, you can say that. Sorry, we can
Okay.
say that object level backup. Let's see. uh, uh, we have this adventure work. Okay, I think it's some data. Okay, and someone want only that department or employee table data, not whole database. So for this, along with script and data, we have just go with the database, right click, task, and go for the export. Okay, export means I'm sending sending outside, or import means fetching data inside. Okay, so export, we get this window, and hit next. Then we have to select the source here. Okay, so source is our local SQL server, so we just select the SQL server, uh, this one, native client. Then authentication mode, this see this local system you get, or we can just pass the IP addresses and host name if we have a different data source. Okay, and then we can authenticate that is already authenticated. Database name is adventure of 17. If not, then you can refresh that and you can check that it is exist or not. It is showing because it is locally, and we this is authenticated. Okay, if it is not authenticated, see, you can check this one and pass this one and wrong password limit with something like that, and we can refresh this error, and we cannot get this one. Means if you are going to drill down all databases on the system, this is totally authenticated. If not, we are not able to see the database's name here. So just okay, and let window authentication, it is authenticated now. Then refresh that one and see all the databases exist on same server. Okay, so we have selected that adventure work 17, hit next, and as per requirement, sorry, next the destination. So where we have to send that, in Oracle, DB2, whatever, or Excel sheet. I'm going for Excel, not for flat file. We can also use flat file, MS Access, or other databases. So I'm going for Excel here and provide the path. Let's see database backup here, and we have for the name like DPT, DPT, and EMP. Okay, EMP. Okay. See, it is saying that the version of Excel which is integrated with SQL Server. We can also install Excel 16 or other latest version. See, first row has a column name. Okay, if we have an existing table, we can remove that. If not, then we can keep this as a first row as a column name. Next, then copying data table from this, or query, we can write query for that. If we don't able to write a query, then we go for this window, or else we can write a statement here. Select a star from this databases or table. Okay, so back, I'm just going for default settings, like just generating all these things by SQL Server on. I'll go to that table and see the window here. So this is a department. If you want to change the tab of Excel like department, you can change or leave it as it is, or you can change that DPT. Sorry, DPT, and then we have a employee, so we can say that EMP. Okay, done. Now we are just selected two tables. Okay, now if you want to see the preview, basically how many rows and columns inside this table, so just go for preview. See, you can see all the column name from this. Okay, I think I've clicked this one, candidate, cancel. We have to check this one. Sorry, this preview, and this department. Okay, so department ID, name, group, and modify date. Okay, and hit Next. If you want to see the preview of employee, how many rows and columns inside that, you can just click here, get all this, and the number of columns and number of rows, 100. Okay. If it's big, then you can map that one also. Which column required, which column not required. If modifying the length and all, we can create destination table. If already exists, then drop and recreate. Or you can generate TSQL here for that employee table. These are the options when we are going to modify. We're not getting all the, we can say that source destination table columns basically. So we can modify that one. And we can resize the size and all as per requirement. So this is the setting here for importing. This is on source, and now this is a destination, and hit next. And what is saying that EMP? Okay, so see here the error basically for data type. Okay, so we have to just think about this, how to convert. Okay, so you can convert that in varchar if this is in date source. Okay, and error fail. Okay, not an issue. This is about hiding date, so date type error. So yeah, globally change truncation, and next is hit. Now you can run immediate, or you can create DTS package, SSI package, and implement on SSI server for run periodically after 1 month or 2 months. That will save the data. But I'm going to say demo here, so that we can just go for the immediate run and see the summary of this wizard, basically import export wizard. This is a source, copying, target, created, and this, and we can, this is the XML file of mapping. Okay, then we can go for finish. Now this is the window. See an error about, we can just click here and check. This is saying that not EPAM. Okay, sorry, employee, make sure the object exists that spell the name and all. Okay, and result set property parameter. Okay, so we will just check that this ID basically creating that table. Okay, business entity ID long, basically the size is not fitting to that data, so we have to modify that one. So go to back and back and EMP table, and let's see which one are uh, conversion detail. Double click this one. So birth is date time, so it is varchar, this data type error basically. So destination in the Excel. Okay, this now destination time is taking that time. Convert, it is not going to convert this basically. That's why. We can do one thing, convert this one to this one. Okay, yeah, so we can do one thing, drop and recreate back. This is employee, and no, okay, mapping here. Okay, so mapping in that varchar. Okay, this is for destination. So we can date time, we can take as date also. Where is date here, date time. And this is organization label is short. We can text or long. We can say that. Next, that time we have to must modify this one here. Anything else? Date. Yeah, let's see preview. And in preview, we have date birth, yeah, date and hiring. Okay. And then next, still is showing same, different. Select skip column conversion. Which one? If changes this one.
So this will convert the into Excel sheet.
Yes,
Yeah,
Excel sheet data basically.
Excel
Yes.
sheet.
So
So
basically in
if
import ex. Mm-hmm,
yeah, if see if we have a requirement to export the entire schema, है ना?
mm-hmm,
A schema might have multiple dependencies among the objects, some foreign key,
mm-hmm,
primary key constraints. है ना? So
mm-hmm,
if we want to just export the entire schema and import it in another instance, है ना? Of
mm-hmm,
in another database into another
mm-hmm,
instance, है ना?
mm-hmm,
With all the dependencies intact in that schema. So
mm-hmm.
how can we do that? We don't want to convert into Excel or another format, है ना? Somehow in
So we
binary, or somehow if we keep it like that and just import it there, so that
yeah.
exactly same replica should be there.
Yes, let's come to this. See the destination. Okay, we have selected the source. Okay, now we have to select the source. Sorry, destination where I have to send that exact data. So SQL Server, Oracle, other SQL Server integration services, analysis services. So we just select that one, and it will reflect after completing this task to that database server,
Mhm,
not in Excel. So we just select the source destination basically.
mhm.
Is a flat file. Okay, so we can create a notepad file for the same. Okay, so there's
Can you just show only for SQL Server to SQL Server? That will be fine.
okay. So let's take this one. So native client destination. So for native client, we need a server basically. So we have to select here the server name. Okay, destination server. So basically on this system we have only one. So I think it will take time because it's searching for remote. Yeah, I think we need to cancel. Yeah, this is selected different one. I think some prod server, some in this network only. Okay, so it will go on that, but we don't have authentication. Basically, we don't know which server it is. Okay, just refresh this. We get an error because this is not trusted, or we don't have authentication on this server to login. Okay. For this question, I can show you demo. Basically, I can install one named instance on this system. Okay, and then I can show this detail, this activity basically. Or I think we have a time. Then we can take 5 to 10 minutes. We can do it right now. Let's have a install a named instance one. Okay. Uh, yeah. It's also activity for you for how to install named instance same server without impacting the production and all. So you have to skip that one, and we can skip that one here. Let's see. Okay. And now, yes, complete. Yeah. Now we are not going to add feature in same instance. We are going to create new instance. Okay. So previously we have this system which is running on same server. This is instance ID, edition and version. Now going for named instance. Okay. We are going for developer. Okay. Or I think this is evaluation. Okay. So let's evaluation because we have to upgrade that one also. And now accept by default. We have to accept this license terms, and we just need database engine and replication and not required shared instance shared features because you already installed in same server. This is grayed out. See, not required connectivity tool and all because already installed. Next, see, this is not option button is default. Basically, all the default instance is installed. So just coming to the named instance. So named instance for we can say that dr underscore demo. Okay, and it will create like the same name. Instance ID is same. See, dr demo And yeah, will take some time and we can finish that one. Server configuration and all. So agent is not required, data is required, grant value maintenance, and the configuration, there's a authentication mode, Windows and SQL authentication. So SA and SA I'm simply keeping here for testing purpose, adding current user, data directory. Let me modify what happened. Password required strong. Okay. So let's say demo underscore 2014. Okay, data directory. So it will create as their own data directory. So this is by default, leave it. Temp DB, same settings, not required to change. MDOP for digital parallelism, keep one. Basically, not going to assign more CPU for that parallel queries. Memory recommended. So we are just keeping on 5112 minimum, and max is 1 GB because we have another system on same instance. So we're keeping very less. Okay, and click here to accept memory optimization. Okay, file stream not required. So hit next. These are the features which we are going to install. System is ready for install. And now installing. It will take hardly 2 to 3 minutes. Basically, all the features installed, basically shared features. So for this demo, I'm doing this. Okay, and it will help us to connect here, basically. Just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, in between we can discuss anything else, basically on that import export part or backup and restore or logins, securities, server roles, or any installation part query, basically.
Import export should work on the same instance also, right? If I have 10 database, I want to import from here, export from here and import to another one.
Yeah, but basically the essentially searching. So we are just showing
Or
that
is it that client only you have to select, or there are other option in that?
no, no, client tool 1.11 SQL client tool. For Oracle, there's different one, and for other flat file and the different data sources. So it is installed up. Now let's go to that import export wizard. I think we have now see here we have. Okay, so cancel that. Now we are going to search. Now let's see, go back. We can search, or we can just name them here. Demo server, maybe this is demo. So let's name demo. It is searching or not. Refresh. So demo dr, I think so. I'm missing that name. Browse. Yeah, this name. So it will just search this name. Yeah, refresh. So see, we don't have any database here. This is a new one. Okay, and yeah. So first we have to just create one database where we have to import, or we can just import in master for demo purpose. How? Let's create one. It's easy. Create database demo underscore dr. And by default settings 8 MB, 8 MB. Other options, yeah, full recovery model and capital 15. Okay, for 90 version. And now this is our dr. So refresh, and then we can check that on CTR. Okay. So we have selected two tables, I think so, and we are exporting to this database server.
Acha, before that, do we in SQL Server, do we really create different schemas, or we keep everything on DBO schema only?
No, we can create. Basically, schema is required to manage easily to manage our access, or we can say that users. Basically, we cannot provide by default on DBO because it will user can read all the data. So if we have a HR, we have finance, we have a admin schema. So as per team requirement, you can create a schema and provide access to related users. Basically, we cannot explore all the databases for that end user.
So
I
can
think
we
in
create a different schema and create a table into that and then export
yeah,
that
yeah,
particular schema? Huh?
yeah, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
That is depend on you basically how we are going to implement that. I'm just demo is basically for simple way. How can we do that?
Okay,
Okay, this is
we'll do that ourselves. Huh? You just do
yeah,
for
yeah,
demo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So next, so just I'm going for simple and I'm just selecting whatever required, only two tables, them
And
we can set it. Yeah, or we can say that all the tables you are saying. So we can move all. Basically, we can just select that from here.
there is nothing like schema. No? We have to select the tables only.
Yes, yes. Schema is before that, and see here DBO. Here is human resource. Here is person for this address table. Okay,
Okay, so there
but
is no option that we specify just the schema name and do export import.
no.
Okay,
Basically, you have to just select that schema because it is coming with the schema name plus object name. Here, I think more than 10 schema in that database. Sales, purchase, production, person, human resource, and yeah, sales already taken, production, purchase already taken, person, human resource, and then
so
DBO.
so what?
Yeah,
So these are the tables. What about the indexes, triggers, or functions, procedures, other
it will
objects?
it will move.
Hmm?
Mhm. It we can move only from this table and views, not trigger and functions.
Okay, how can we do that? Which belongs to
Uh,
that particular schema?
okay, so we can just for procedure, for trigger, and their functions, we can generate a script because they do
Okay,
not contain any data. Here we are just exporting schema with the data. So data reside in tables.
okay.
Yeah, so that's why we are that facility here to select the tables only, not functions and all.
So you understood the requirement. Na? Let's say we have one
Yeah,
terabyte
yeah.
database wherein we have one
Hmm.
small schema of 5 GB, and the
Hmm.
development team is asking for a refresh for that 5,
Hmm.
5 GB schema. So
Hmm.
instead of doing complete restore, we just export that 5 GB schema. But if we are
Yeah.
going to select the tables and then find the, that will
Hmm.
be little, time consuming.
Yeah.
So, so is there any
You
way that
can.
that
Hmm.
5 GB along with data and along with all objects, we can just export and import and give it to them?
Uh, for that we have we can say that just we have to write insert query, basically insert into query, or we have to just generate two step basically. One step it is not possible. That is only backup and restore. Second is that we have to just generate a script for that objects, that is function, procedure, and indexes and views, and then that we have to just import the data, that required data.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Or we have just a backup and restore. We know that we had to take a backup from the system and then
And
we can
backup
restore
is
that.
entire database backup now.
Yes, yes. So here this is we can say the table level backup only. We are doing the table level backup. We can say that, not entire databases. We can take that schema level backup also. We I think for example we can say that we required only human resource schema data tables only. So we can
That's
select
right.
that human. Yeah, we can select the human resource only and we can import, not other schema data. Just yeah. So this is human resource, and we can select here. We can check the mappings and all, and hit OK, and preview that. Yeah, and that hit next, and immediate generation. So then next and then finish that one. See, it is doing. See how many rows it is exported to the databases. See, 16, 290, 296, 316, 13, and 3. So we can just validate this one, just minimize this one here, and we can go to this databases and we can check that all the human resource database data here, tables, but we do not have any view because we're not selected here. This is system views. Okay. So this is import export along with schema and data. If you want only schema, then you have to generate a script. Yeah, that's it. If you want to send only we can set human resource schema to the different users, so just generate any script. We get all these things here. Whole database, entire database, select, hit next, and you will generate in we can set in new window. We can set open a new window. Let's see. Next, generating script is done. And see, after completing, we have a new window here on that Minimum Studio. See all the schema here. Create database name, data file, and all, and then we can create a schema. We don't have any data, just a schema only. Then we can push data from that backend and application, whatever we have, the sources, Excel file, flat files, and all. So this is the way. The different way we can say the generating that copy of their databases basically fresh. Yeah. So I think mostly I've covered here. But if anything in your mind, just note it down and we can discuss in tomorrow class basically. And yeah, backup and restore is done, because backup and restore is depending. This will help in our DR solution, basically DR and HADR, because we have to just do first backup and restore, and then we have to implement log shipping replication and all. In replication, backup and restore not required, but in HADR and log shipping required. So we have covered 3 and 4 for today. Any question in next 5 minutes we can discuss, or we can wrap this call, and I will share that PPT of assignment and this today's class. And I will ask Aman for Saturday Sunday class to schedule that call from 9 to 12. I think yeah, 9 to 12, or we can discuss. If you can share your number, that will easy to me, that I can reach you to update. Can you put in the chat, or you can just ping me on my number? I can put in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's put my number 98671. Yeah, just give me a missed call or WhatsApp, whatever. 98671158385. Yeah. Okay. So that's it from my side for today. Anything else missing or any question in your mind, please let me know. We can discuss or we can wrap this call.
Okay, Salish. Yeah, well,
Okay. So
share
thank
the
you. Thank you,
details. Yeah.
Gopalan.
And the
Yeah, I'll share
assignment.
the details. Yeah, yes, sure. Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
Okay.
Gopalan. Bye bye.